I just questioned my last video, food for thought. We did choose. The question being, what is the correlation between the grandfather theory of time being obsolete and having a multitude of lifetimes? Grandfather theory of time, you go back in time, kill your grandfather, you cease to exist. Quantum physics shows this is incorrect. You just create another reality, or rather, step into another dimension, reality that already exists, because all outcomes play themselves out simultaneously. The correlation I see between the proof of the grandfather theory being obsolete and having past lives and future lives is quite simply that self, in my point of view, is every person, place, and thing is another version of self. So in many ways, my rationale, I guess if you call it that, more intuitive premonition, I suppose, is that because we are in a multiverse, because we are multidimensional beings having this human experience, simply because, what are we, right? We're seated by this reality that we explore continuously, as within with the unexplored seas, and as without with the unexplored stars, and yet we are the product of such. So the reason I do resonate with the whole past life, future life, is because we live in a multiverse. So why would we not have a multitude forms of existence? And as far as past life premonitions, to me it seems perfectly suitable to know that my higher self knows of the past and future lives, if you will, but my mind can never truly conceive it, nor is it supposed to. And that any communication or any choice that hypothetically is influenced by something of a past life is speaking through intuition and heart, and the mind doesn't necessarily know what's happening. It just speaks in intuition and heart in forms of synchronicities. Kind of like the premonition I had since the 2nd grade, having conversations with my father in the park. I always thought the idea of being immortal in this mortal form did just never ever, even in my 2nd grade mind, make sense to me. Like the idea of heaven and hell existing after this life never made sense to me. To me, it was almost innerly known all the time, in even my earliest memories, that heaven and hell is experienced simultaneously, that we are immortal beings simply because, and our sheer evidence of such is our mortality. I love you all. Stay strong.